This is Pharma Forum web editor Nicole Raleigh, and I am at LSX World Congress in Lisbon, Portugal. With me today is Alexander Gebauer, who is co-founder and executive chairman of Galimedix, a company transforming the treatment of major neurodegenerative diseases of the eye and brain. Pleasure to speak with you, Alexander.
Yes, pleasure. Thank you.
So Galimedix is developing game-changing drugs to treat those major neurodegenerative diseases where amyloid beta plays a role and where better treatments are urgently needed, including dry age-related macular degeneration, or AMD, glaucoma, and of course, Alzheimer's disease. So Alexander, I was wondering if you could tell us more about the field generally and Galimedix's foundations.
Yes, of course, pleasure. Yeah, the field generally, well, in Alzheimer's disease, there has been a big gap of success. I was personally involved in memantine development. That was in the early 2000s. And now for almost 20 years, there was no new drug that was approved. Only until recently, several antibodies were approved in the US and a few of them also in Europe. So there's huge need. Even the newly approved antibodies clearly have limitations, which we think we can address. And the situation in dry AMD is even more dire. There are only 2 drugs approved in the US, none of them in Europe. And one has to say with limited effects and a very complicated side effect profile. So again, a huge medical need there, which we believe we can address. And in glaucoma, well, there are many, many treatments available, but all those treatments do the same thing. They address one of the risk factors for glaucoma, but it's just a risk factor, it's not the actual disease. And we believe that we can tackle glaucoma and AMD and Alzheimer's by the root cause.
Okay, so we're going to go into that a little bit more. Yeah. So I believe your lead candidate, GAL or GAL101, is currently in phase 2 clinical testing for the treatment of GA, which is or geographic atrophy, which is an advanced form of dry AMD.
Yeah, we have this is the eye drop version of GAL101. We are currently running a phase 2 study in patients with geographic atrophy that is in the US and in several European countries. We are recruiting still, so we do not have any data yet. What we know so far seems to be very well tolerated. No patient dropped out because of side effect or any other things. So we hope that in 1.5 years or so we'll have the results.
So that preempted one of my questions for you. What next for Galimedix?
What next? Yeah. Well, we have with the same formulation, with the eye drop formulation, we have an open IND now for glaucoma in the US. So this is one of the reasons why I'm here, looking for money to raise money to fund a glaucoma study where we would like to show that we can really tackle that disease at the root cause and prevent the progression towards blindness.
Wonderful. So we're at LSX, as you've been discussing. What have you been hearing on the ground this year that would provide insights for our viewers, but also that seems positive to you, given what you're here for?
Well, the last years were not easy for biotech companies in raising money. I think the field is changing now. There's some traction that is gained. So I had several very good meetings so far here in Lisbon in this week. I think in the end, there are several things you need to do. Sound science, that is the core. Without good science, they have no chance, and you will not be successful in helping the patients. But it's more than just the science. It's also to have the commercial attractiveness in mind, to see what does the market really need. And the market normally needs what the patients need. And we have a very strong medical background in Galimedix. I'm not the only MD as a co-founder. There are several others. So we really try to, when we set up our programs, we really had the patient's need in mind. This is why we're working on what we are working.
Absolutely. I think they're great closing thoughts. So I'll leave it there. Thank you for your time, Alexander.
It was a pleasure.